3 of the visible calling, graceful power, and sad hope of fellowship, or a walkthrough of the lasting resonance of the Lord of the Rings. And if you haven't done so already, please check out parts 1 and 2. I'll be right here. Okay, the sad hope of fellowship. Admittedly, this last installment may be my favorite, though hard to say. I change my mind all the time. But so much is paying off here. We see the Fellowship emerge in such exciting ways. Legolas and Gimli are inseparable warrior machines, dispatching one-liners faster than every 80s action flick playing at the same time.
That still only counts as one!
Aragorn gets serious, receives the Blade of Narsil, though yes, in the books he's already got it, but still, and recruits Team Proto Davy Jones. Gandalf trades his plowshare for a sword and picks up where he left off. Merry and Pippin are now well prepped for their changes with satisfying heroic moments. Pippin saving both Gandalf and Faramir, Merry saving Éowyn, who might have one of my favorite kills ever. But first, she nails the fell beast wyvern hybrid, no, it's not a dragon, with one killer swipe. Just chops that head off with a satisfying rippage, and then faces down the Witch King of Angmar, who is gloating over both his mortal wounding of Theoden and his inability to be killed by any man. On cue, Éowyn casually informs the Witch King,
"I am no man,"
and stabs him through the face. The face! And he collapses like an aluminum can in a Bill Nye experiment. They march to the Black Gates, the mouth of Sauron, who, discuss even me, gets a little of the sword through the neck action, while Sam dispatches Shelob, basically the world's second ever spider, and he, Smeagol's lesser half, and 9 of Frodo's fingers make it to and out of Mount Doom. Hooray! The ring is destroyed, Sauron's army is scattered, Saruman is killed, Arwen weds Aragorn, Aragorn is crowned king, Legolas and Gimli are bonded brothers, Samwise marries Rosie Cotton and starts the cutest family ever. But wait, where we wanted so badly for Frodo to throw in the ring, he says, "I do not choose now to do what I came to do. I will not do this deed. The ring is mine." In the end, Frodo is no match for evil and cannot destroy the ring. In the books, the hobbits have to overthrow a vengeful Saruman. Frodo spares him. Was it pity that stayed his hand, Gandalf? Though Wormtongue does kill him. Aragorn, the king, cannot help the hobbits. Arwen also now must die. Frodo cannot heal from his wounds. He feels he cannot stay and decides to leave Middle-earth via the way of the elves with Bilbo and Gandalf. Yes, the elves are leaving Middle-earth, and men are now left to rule, but still die. So much sadness, so many goodbyes, evil and death still in Middle-earth. It is indeed a sad hope that lingers, knowing that in the end, evil was going to win. The ring only really being destroyed by its own need to feast on itself. So all that work and walking for nothing? No, all that work and walking to point to a truth in our own hearts as readers and audience. In our quieter moments, we sense our hearts longing, being tugged on, already sad. After epic battles and destruction of the One Ring, Middle-earth may seem partially redeemed, but that's the thing. The whole of Middle-earth has not been restored. Evil has not been untwisted. And that's even part of why, when the story is over, it doesn't want to end. That's why it's not fantasy. It's primarily mythology. The story is over. Prehistory has ended, and now it is our world. And so, as mythology, the Lord of the Rings continues to resonate, and I believe with an ever-increasing echo, because it's not only a good story, it's an honest one that helps us understand why our hearts operate the way they do, and what ultimate ending will come to satisfy them. Wipe away all sadness, or, as Sam inquires of Gandalf, "Gandalf, I thought you were dead, but then I thought I was dead myself. Is everything sad going to come untrue? What's happened to the world?" So at the end of The Lord of the Rings, like the companions in the Fellowship, we are ourselves not left unchanged. We realize that we too have been walking with them, and that we have wounds like Frodo's, wounds that seem not to be healing in this world, though now we have a hope that one day they will be. Thanks for coming with me on this 3-part conversation of The Lord of the Rings. And if you liked exploring the story this way, please check out Tim Keller's lecture called The Significance of Tolkien, and pretty much any lecture of Ralph Wood's on the power of the ring, as they were big influences and sources for this conversation and talk. So yeah, that's it for me. That's my Mundy. Now back to yours.